Hi, I'm Miss Mary. I'm the children's librarian at the Hilton Branch. I have 2 stories I'd like to read to you today. First, we're just going to pretend that it's morning. So let's turn and pretend we're saying hello to our other friends. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. We could do that one more time. Ready? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Next, we're going to do a little movement to get the wiggles out, and it also teaches us the days of the week. This is how it goes. Mondays I wiggle, Tuesdays I giggle, tee-hee-hee. Wednesdays I jump, Thursdays I slump, Fridays I dance, Saturdays I prance, Sundays I run, and then the week is done. You can try that again. Ready? Mondays I wiggle. You can wiggle your fingers, your head. Tuesdays I giggle. Tee-hee-hee. Wednesdays I jump. Give a little jump. Thursdays I slump. Friday I dance. Saturdays I prance. Sundays I run. And then the week is done. So you can sit down wherever you are. The first book I'd like to read is called I'm Bored by Michael Black. I'm bored. Bored. Blah! I'm so bored. Hey, a potato. A potato? What am I supposed to do with a potato? Bounce. Ow! Oh, now the potato says, I'm bored. You want to do something? Sure. What do you like to do? I don't know. I like flamingos, says the potato. There are no flamingos around here. Well, that's disappointing. I'm bored. How can a potato be bored? 'Cause I have to hang out with a kid. Kids are boring. What are you talking about? Kids are fun. Prove it. We can turn cartwheels. Potato says, boring. And skip. Boring. Or spin around in circles until we get so dizzy we almost throw up. Boring. Kids can play games and do ninja kicks. Boring, boring. This is the potato. He still thinks it's boring, he or she. And walk on our hands, see? Boring. You know what else? Kids can imagine stuff. What kind of stuff? Like this, see? Now I'm a famous ballerina. Boring. Kids can swing. Potato says boring. Kids can jump. Boring. Kids can fly. Boring. Kids can do anything. Boring, says the potato. Boring. Boring. Potato just finds everything so boring. Here he is being a pirate. Boring, 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 boring. This potato is not happy. Huh. They even dress up as a big potato. The potato still says boring. How can you possibly think kids are boring when we can do all this cool stuff and think all these amazing thoughts and be anything we want to be? I'd rather be a kid any day. She's frustrated, huh? And she walks off. Oh, look. Hey, a flamingo. Now we can finally have some fun. That's what the potato thinks. The flamingo looks at the potato and thinks, I'm bored. It's the end. So I have another story for you, but first let's do open shut thumb, and it goes like this. Open shut thumb, open shut thumb, give a little clap, 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 put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin. Open wide your little mouth, ah, but do not put them in. Do it one more time. Open, shut them, open, shut them, give a little clap, 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 put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin. Open wide your little mouth, ah, but do not let them in. Okay, let's sit down and settle down again. If you want, I know some of you might be practicing your ABCs, so I have the ABCs here if you want to say them to yourself or out loud at home, wherever you are. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Next story I have for you is called Jack and the Leprechaun by Ivan Robertson. Jack Mouse was invited to a very special St. Patrick's Day party. It was far away from his home. Welcome to Ireland, his cousin Sean said. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Jack was happy to be there. He'd come a very long way. There will be music, dancing, and lots of food at the St. Patrick's Day party, said John, and there will be plenty of new things to see and do. Maybe if we're really lucky, somebody might even catch Liam the Leprechaun this year. What is Liam the Leprechaun? Asked Jack. Every St. Patrick's Day, Liam the Leprechaun appears with a pot of gold in one hand and a stout oak club called a shillelagh in the other, said Sean. If someone catches him, he has to give them his pot of gold. But nobody has caught him yet, so keep an eye out, cousin. When they got to the house, Aunt Brid and Uncle Fergal were very happy to see Jack, and so were all his cousins. Sia Mel Falte, they cried. That's Gaelic for 100,000 welcomes, explained Aunt Brid. Gaelic is the oldest language in Ireland. Oh, said Jack, thank you. We have a very important job for our very important guest, Aunt Brid said. We need you to fill this basket with shamrocks. This three-leaved shamrock plant is the symbol of St. Patrick himself, and we can't have the party without it. Jack went into the woods to look for shamrocks. He looked and he looked, but he didn't see any shamrocks at all. They must be around here somewhere, thought Jack. He went deeper and deeper into the woods. The woods got darker and thicker. Jack was about to give up when he looked at the ground and saw shamrocks everywhere. He would have his basket filled in no time. Tee-hee-hee, ho-ho-ho! What was that? Asked Jack. He looked around but didn't see anything. You see something? Tee-hee-hee, ho-ho-ho! There was that sound again. Jack turned and saw a little man with a red beard, in a green suit and a green hat. And the little man had a wooden club in one hand and a pot of gold in the other. That must be Liam the Leprechaun, Jack thought. That pot of gold will be mine if I catch him. But with a tee-hee-hee and a to-ho-ho, Liam sprinted away. Hey, Jack yelled, hold on. Jack ran after him as fast as he could. Jack chased Liam the Leprechaun out of the woods. He chased him across the fields, over the streams, and all the way back to the village. Jack jumped over a wall and suddenly... crash! He ran smack into somebody, but it wasn't Liam the Leprechaun. Uncle Fergal, said Jack. Well, of course it is me, Uncle Fergal said. Where are you off to when there is a party going on at home? I was trying to catch a leprechaun, Jack said. Leprechauns? Faith and begorra, little Uncle Fergal laughed. Then don't you have better things to do better than chase other imaginary creatures? Don't you even know what today it is? It's St. Patrick's Day. March 17th is the day of the biggest celebration in Ireland, continued Uncle Fergal. Now enough of this foolishness. Come with me. But Jack began. Uncle Fergal didn't even hear him. The whole town's getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, said Uncle Fergal. There's Mrs. Murphy baking Irish soda bread, and that's Mr. O'Brien getting the children ready for the parade. Miss Fitzgerald is knitting a special green sweater. Green is the national color of Ireland, you know. But what about leprechauns? Asked Jack. What about pots of gold? Oh, you silly mouse, said Uncle Fergal. There are no such things as leprechauns. But then, out of the corner of his eye, Jack saw Liam. There he is, Jack yelled as he raced away. Tee-hee-hee, to-ho-ho, sang Liam the Leprechaun. Then suddenly Liam tripped and fell. Gotcha, said Jack as he grabbed Liam's arm. But the leprechaun just laughed. "Why, Jack, don't you recognize your own cousin?" Jack looked closer. It wasn't Liam at all. It was his cousin Sean. Before he knew it, Jack was laughing too. Suddenly, Sean stopped laughing. "We're late for the party," he said. "And I still have to get shamrocks," Jack said. "Let's go." Off they ran, picking as many shamrocks as they could find along the way. When they got to the house, the party was just starting. There was music and dancing and lots of food. The mayor played the St. Patrick's Day song, "Danny's Boy," and his harp, and everybody clapped. Just before the sun went down, there was a knock at the door. There on the front steps was a surprise. It was the next best thing to a pot of gold. It was a pot of cheese from Liam the Leprechaun. Happy St. Patrick's Day! Well, friends, that's all I have to read today. So we're going to pretend that it's time to go and do our goodbye song. It goes like this. Goodbye, goodbye, all my friends. I was glad to see my friends at story time today. You can do it one more time. Pretend you're saying goodbye to your friends and waving. Goodbye, goodbye, all my friends. I was glad to see my friends at story time today. Bye-bye.